Every January, the same sun rises over India, and yet we celebrate it in completely different ways. In Tamil Nadu, Makar Sankranti is known as Pongal. In Punjab, it's Lohri. In Assam, it's Bogali Bihu. Some fly kites, some exchange sweets. One festival, many names. This is usually explained as cultural diversity, but that explanation skips something important. These festivals didn't just look different, they existed for different reasons. So, what exactly are we celebrating? Most people call Makar Sankranti a harvest festival. But in January, some regions have already harvested, some are months away, and some are in between. So, harvest alone can't explain this. Something else is deciding when people celebrate and how. So, here's the real question. If Makar Sankranti is tied to the sun and the sun moves the same way everywhere, why does the festival look so different from one region to another? To answer that, we need to stop thinking about rituals and start thinking about risk. To understand that risk, we need to start with a simple fact. Before modern storage, timing decided survival. Food spoiled easily, winter weakened the body. A few bad weeks could empty the entire food reserves. So, celebrating too early wasn't symbolic, it was risky, and that's the shift. Festival didn't form around belief first, they formed around when it was finally safe to act. Makar Sankranti marks a solar moment when the sun begins its northward movement, Uttarayan, that happens everywhere at the same time. But agriculture doesn't follow the sun alone, it follows crop cycles, temperature, rainfall, and how long food can last. Those things change sharply across India. But while the sun is shared, everything else is local. That is the reason Makar Sankranti looks different across India, because of different farming cycles. Everything else follows from this. Let's start with southern India, where rice is harvested by early January. Monsoon ends early, winters are mild. By mid January, food is already stored. The dangerous part of the year is over. So the festival becomes about gratitude. That's why Pongal in Tamil Nadu is about boiling new rice, milk, and jaggery until it overflows. Cattle are honored, fields are thanked, the sun is welcome. This is a post harvest festival where celebration comes from completion. Now, move north. Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh. In January, wheat is still growing. Harvest is months away. Winter is brutal, so the mood is different. There is no surplus yet. It's about hope. That's why Lohri in Punjab is marked by bonfires. Fire brings warmth in peak winter. People pray for the crops to survive the cold. The sun's northward turn is seen as a good sign. Longer days means better chances. This is a pre-harvest festival where celebration comes from faith. Now, look east. West Bengal, Assam, Odisha. Here, agriculture depends heavily on the rain. Rice farming follows the monsoon, not the sun. So January isn't an ending, it's a pause. That's why rituals focus on sharing food, community meals, gratitude. In Bengal, families make rice cakes. In Assam, people cook and eat together before lighting bonfires. In Odisha, newly harvested rice is offered to the gods. This food is meant to be shared because survival here has always been collective. But there's a small detail that ties all this together. Sesame and jaggery, different climates, same ingredients. Why? That's not tradition, that's biology. Because these foods solve real problems. January is cold and dry. Sesame generates body heat. Jaggery gives quick energy and aids digestion. They also store well, they're affordable, and everyone can share them. These aren't festive foods, they are survival foods that became a ritual. For centuries, festivals worked like memory systems. They stored knowledge about seasons, food, bodies, community. Today, most of us don't live under those limits. Food storage is stable, cold rarely decides survival. So the ritual remain, but the logic behind them once mattered deeply. So next time, don't think of Makar Sankranti as just a harvest or solar festival with many names. And it isn't just a religious one either. It's one moment in the sky interpreted through many local realities. The sun is the same, the land is not, and cultures forms in that difference. This is why one festival can look so different across India. And this is why understanding culture means understanding context. This is Unexplored.